Beep beep, what is up ninjas? My name is Samworld and today's topic of discussion are gonna be the 90s rave stabs. Throughout the previous years, these rave stabs have been used in a lot of music, guys, like bass house, future house, house music, tech house. So it's important to know how to make them, and I hope by the end of this video, you guys will be able to do that as well. Now, what we're gonna be doing in this video, guys, is very simple. We're gonna be using a little thing called chord inside of Ableton that allows us to create these chords needed to make the rave stabs. Then we're gonna be sound designing the sound itself inside of Serum. We are gonna stick with all the stock wavetables and audio files that we're allowed to use from it, but we're gonna be pretty close in making these, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys are making tech house music, guys, and need some drums, make sure to check out the free download I provided in the link for you guys called the Dirty Drums. These drums are going to be useful for people making Dirty Bird, It Ain't Bristol type of music where the drums need to be a bit more aggressive than your standard progressive house drums and whatnot, and they're not as clicky. So make sure to check it out, guys, and let's get started with this tutorial.
Alright guys, so like I said, a lot of the artists would sample a lot of this music from back in the day, and they would just upload it into a sampler and play it out, meaning like an MPC, like ta ta ta. So there's a free VST that does just that, samples a lot of these samples from the original sources, you know, the original music. However, I'm going to teach you guys how to make them inside of Serum. Keep in mind the quality might not sound as low as some of those because again, it's Serum, we're in a new age, so it might sound a lot cleaner, but you can use little techniques here and there to downgrade the quality, like using downsample or whatnot, as I'm going to teach you. So the first step here, guys, and the main purpose secret to this sound is to have chords. A lot of people think it's just one shot hits. It's not. It's a chord-based sample. So we're going to use the house 4 to go. Drop that down here, and then we're going to put Serum. Now notice when I play Serum what happens. Like instantly we get the vibe that we need. So that's as simple as it gets. From here, we design the sound. So I could add 8 voices here, detuned heavily. Add another saw with 8 voices as well, detuned, I don't know, go to 16 if you want. And that one can go up an octave or down. And what we're doing there is essentially we have one saw that's really low, one that's high, covering different frequencies, and we get that very massive sound. Okay, from here we can also go higher on this. So we get more of that kind of like weird organ vibe on it. Now the cool thing here is if I lower this down, filter down, and route both of these guys through it, nothing comes out, and then I can use the sustain down and apply that there to open the filter up. Now let's say if I go down -1 or 2. The decay increases how long it stays open. So we got that rave stab. Now let's degrade the quality on it by using, let's say, like a down sample. Okay, and then maybe a bit of reverb there. Let's put the reverb in front of the down sample so that it gets distorted as well, or bitrate reduced. And then from there, the cool thing here is that we do have access to like comb filters, ring mod, sample, and hole. Where you just make it dirtier, or you can go with a comb for a more unique vibe. But notice how the quality, like the hit of the sound, kind of disappears because of the comb. So keep that in mind as you work on them, guys. But this is as simple as it gets with some of the rave stabs. Now, let's say we want to go for more of the other styles. Well, another popular one to use is like the sine wave one. And the sine wave one is very simple. We're just going to use 2 of these, 2 sine waves there. And the first one you can do is more of a chill one. And oh, that was... We can lower that down. Maybe a bit of distortion. Down sample, lower that down. Put this up high octave. So keep in mind the octave difference is very huge in when you're creating these, because if you want that low power, you're gonna have to have one be low. Okay, so there we have one. Now, again, we can just turn this into a pluck like so. We can apply FM from B here, so this guy routes into that one, lower the volume. And very simple, as you guys can see there. Now, another one we can do, guys, is just FMing for the sine from a saw. And then the tune in. Okay, so that gives us that more of that vibe. Now here we're gonna layer with another sound, which is gonna be more of a choir. And you can layer any of these sounds we just made with a choir, and it sounds fucking awesome. Now we're gonna make it through Serum because, again, we're not using anything else. So we're gonna have that, and it's gonna play with our little new sound here. And that's gonna give us that, and then here we can just down sample, make sure. Okay, we're gonna kind of compress it together so it sounds like one unified sound. So we're gonna use like Camel Crusher for this, which has some dope presets we can use as well on this. Brace your ears though. Okay, British clean. As you can see, let's put this. And you can just start to get various cool sounds, guys. And it's all about how you decide to layer, what kind of saws you want to go with. Don't be afraid to use wavetables that are different, of course, you know, like you're gonna get different vibes. Here, FM from a saw, and you get that. So have fun with this, guys. I just showed you guys how to do that. Of course, you know, when you downgrade the quality, keep in mind, it might sound a little bit like, oh, it needs better mixing and stuff like that, but that's the point of these, guys. Check out the Ravegenerator VST for free if you guys want. I'm not getting sponsored by it, but I thought it was kind of cool, and I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Again, the important thing is having those House 4 to-go chords, and you can always switch them out if you feel like you don't like them. You can always go, oh, Eternal Sunshine. You get different vibes. Oh, that one sounds horrible. So have fun with them, guys. And I'll see you guys in another time for another tutorial. Now you know how to make 90s rave stabs, or how to sample them and where to get them. You guys take care, and peace out.
Shoes come off and freaks come out.